Alright, we are back for round two. We are on the play. We are not going to mulligan this hand. No creatures at all. No actual removal, but it's fine. I mean, Drag Under can buy us a little bit of time. Jace's Scrutiny sort of buys us some time and can dig us towards getting one of our creatures. Yeah, Borrowed Hostility, not amazing in this deck, but I mean, it's a pretty strong card. It ends up playing out better than it looks, although it's much stronger in, a more aggressive creature-heavy deck. The fewer spells you have, the better Borrowed Hostility is, but it's such a cheap spell that it can be pretty good even in this deck. Our opponent mulliganed to 5, so maybe we're just gonna sort of ride a cresting wave of opponents' bad luck. I mean, we can make up for our opponent's bad luck by having cards like Prophetic Ravings in our deck with not enough creatures to have Prophetic Ravings in our deck. Well, there's an advanced Stitchwing, so that's pretty good. I really want my opponent to play a creature so that I can drag it under here. And they did. Man, all these Ingenious Scobs and none in our deck. I could Fiery Temper it here. I'd rather get some value with the Prophetic Ravings at some point. And also I need to draw lands and creatures. I'm just much more excited to cycle this here. Okay. Good, good, perfect. Draw the land first. Next turn, maybe we'll draw a cheap creature that we can put a Prophetic Ravings on. Like, say we draw a Thermal Alchemist, put a Prophetic Ravings on it, and then kill his Ingenious Scob with Fiery Temper. Or just Groundyard Explorers. Groundyard Explorers is just fine. I'm not willing to block his Ingenious Scob here. There's just too much stuff. Like, if he has one spell that does anything, even if it doesn't affect combat, then his Ingenious Scob is able to turn itself into a 4/3 and eat our guy. Partisan is okay. We don't want to target it with any of our removal spells. Well, so now that he's played Partisan, yeah, so the only way that he kills our Groundyard Explorers here is if he has some 1-mana blue spell. I don't know what that could be that he'd be thinking here. And any spell... Okay, so he's got something. Okay, so he just wants to trade his Scob for our Groundyard Explorers, which we're totally fine with. That's a huge upgrade for us. It does make us not have a creature for Prophetic Ravings, but at this point, I think that's okay. Yeah, because now we can just play Advanced Stitchwing. And that's, yeah. I'm totally willing to block his Partisan here. I mean, Partisan's really good with pump spells, but tossing our Advanced Stitchwing into the graveyard, discarding Fiery Temper, and probably Prophetic Ravings to it would be just fine with me. Ooh, Duskwatch Recruiter. Alright, we are finding some way to Fiery Temper that on our turn. Yeah, I mean, Advanced Stitchwing is much better to attack with than loot with, but we don't have a ton of options here. I really, the only way to get value out of this Prophetic Ravings is to get it going. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I'm going to allow him to activate his Duskwatch Recruiter. I guess we want to put a stop on our turn. We want to let him resolve that ability and then decide whether or not to use Fiery Temper. We're almost certainly using Fiery Temper. Oh boy, he gets the free 2/2, huh? Because that is a a wolf. I mean, that's pretty annoying. But we can't. Did he get anything? It's so hard to see. Now whatever. Discard a card to draw a card. We'll discard Fiery Temper. Give him a free 2/2, unfortunately. But we're getting value out of this exchange as well. All right, how do I pull up my chat? I honestly, there it is. And it's gone. What the heck, man? Magic Online. Come on. So I have to hover it over there. All right. Stoic Builder is fine. No legal turn. Oh, okay. Okay, he put Nephalia Moondrakes into his hand. That's a solid card. I might, probably when it comes out, I'll just be able to put a Spontaneous Mutation on it, but now I know to sort of hold on to that. I'll go ahead and crack this clue right now. Senseless Rage. Alright. Well, we do have a Madness outlet for that. Go ahead and play this Enlightened Maniac. I'd like to try to trade it for his Silver for Partisan. To try to trade the Eldrazi Horror for his Silver for Partisan. I'm not going to attack. Well, so we can decide what we want to do when he attacks. I'll probably, if he attacks Rattlechains, that's fine. So we'll see what happens if he attacks. I mean, if he attacks, he almost certainly has a pump spell because he's definitely not going to bluff here. He just has way too much to lose. I'm definitely going to block. But we have a pretty solid pump spell too in the Senseless Rage. Okay, Primal Druid is just not going to do anything this whole game, really. We just never have to attack him on the ground, probably. And because I don't want to hold up this Senseless Rage forever, I'd like to get some value out of it. I just don't know what guy to put it on. I mean, I could just put it on the Stitchwing and kind of go to town attacking him. I don't need to attack him, though. Like, I absolutely have the long game locked up. I could put it on the Enlightened Maniac, and that's just another guy that blocks all of his guys then. Like, the Eldrazi Horror will trade with one of his guys. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, slightly worse if I draw Drownyard Behemoth. And by slightly, I mean a lot worse if I draw Drownyard Behemoth. But I like having these 3 actual creatures in play. That seems pretty good to me. Okay, Savage Alliance is pretty strong. He's got 1/1 toughness guy so far. I can kill this Stoic Builder. It's probably just going to be better for me in combat. I have a lot of combat-relevant spells, and I'm just still not really willing to attack him here. Ooh, I gotta take that stop off. Watcher in the Web. Pretty good, pretty good. I have lots of ways to get through that, though. Okay, I'll just draw a lot of cards. Boy, we did not draw any lands. But we will get to... I guess I could have looted. I don't know which one of these cards I want the least, though. I'm going to cast this Thermal Alchemist, because getting guys into play seems very good. I'm also going to cast this Mercurial Geist. Shields are slightly down for a moment, but I don't think he actually has any spells that will do anything against us. We are just going to win this game by attacking with Mercurial Geists. That's the plan. Grapple. Ooh, Elder Deep Fiend. That's really good. Oh boy. That's... Okay, we got a game. That's going to be tough to play around. I don't... Well, I mean... We've got lots of stuff to do at instant speed. So if he... However he goes for his Elder Deep Fiend, we're probably going to be able to get him in surprising ways. I mean, he could just go for it right now. He can't do it sacrificing the Primal Druid right now, though. So that may be what he's thinking of. Okay. Again, I just didn't really want to loot there because I don't know which one of these cards I want the least. I mean, probably 100% wrong. I fully admit that. But it's tough when it's Rummage because you could just be trading a card for a worse card. Rummage is a lot worse than looting in that way. I'm gonna put the ball in his court. I'm gonna let him commit to a course of action with Elder Deep Fiend. Okay. So he's played his Elder Deep Fiend, sacrificing Stoic Builder, which is good because he had to get rid of kind of an actual card. Okay, so he's tapping some permanents. This time I am going to Rummage because I'm not going to be able to use this Alchemist Greeting at instant speed. And if I... Alchemist Greeting his Watcher in the Web. That's 2 mana, 4 mana. Then I'm going to Savage Alliance to kill Rattle Chains, Watcher in the Web. I guess his Silver Fur Partisan, even though it gives him a wolf token, at least gets that off the board. And then turning that into a wolf token is fine. And then I leave up a Spontaneous Mutation for his Elder Deep Fiend, and this should be pretty hard for him to come back from. Yes, cast the Alchemist Greeting. I'll put these triggered abilities on the stack. I will tap Thermal Alchemist. Tap Thermal Alchemist again. Another Madness card is nice. Second main. 2 modes. 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to target creature. Cast, choose target creature to deal 2 damage to. So yeah, I mean, there's really no other target. I guess we could have killed the Elder Deep Fiend here, but I like killing the Watcher in the Web just because it makes things awkward. Like, it has reach, it blocks Mercurial Geists. And Elder Deep Fiend with a spontaneous mutation on it is really not going to do that much damage to me this game. Like, here he gets to attack me for 2 after playing Elder Deep Fiend. So he's in pretty bad shape. He's got Moondrakes, but we've got another spontaneous mutation for those. Yeah, I don't see my opponent getting out of this situation. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's got to try to race us, because he has no defense against Mercurial Geists. I could hold this spontaneous mutation and maybe it'll give me an extra Mercurial Geist trigger. No, that's only instants and sorceries, not prowess. We should be able to just kill him this turn with Mercurial Geists. Because he's got Moondrakes in hand. Okay, yeah, so if he's playing something now. Eldritch Evolution. Whoa! He can get any card in the format that's not Emrakul right now. But I can't imagine what he can get here that will stop me from killing him with Mercurial Geists. Yeah, he's looking pretty hard. I mean, even if he has like a Watcher in the Web. Oh, Somberwald stack totally does it. All right, good job to my opponent. Yep, I mean, that'll do it. Now we'll just have to grind for a little bit longer. Boy, look at this hand, man. This deck is great. Why did I ever doubt this deck? I'm going to attack with the Stitchwing. I am in no danger of dying. Well, except our Stitchwing is our looter. Nah. I'll let him attack me, I guess. This Thermal Alchemist is going to pretty much... Like, once he gets down to... What is this? 6, 7, 14. Once I get him down to 14 with this Thermal... So he's dead next turn to the Advanced Stitchwing, really. Maybe he was dead on my turn and I just didn't really think about it. But, I mean, he is welcome to attack me here. Yeah, he can't. He cannot attack me here. Okay, so he plays Drakes. Boy, and these Primal Druids have been just absolutely abysmal for him. So, Prophetic Ravings, not a good card. And especially hard to use in our deck because we have so few creatures. Like, we had to put it on a 3/4 flyer in order to use it. But it, you know, looting is so strong, and I didn't loot as much as I probably should have. But we cast a bunch of Madness cards off of it that we just, you know, wouldn't have been able to get nearly as much value out of. Is there anything else we want to cast here? No, I don't think so. So here we're going to Borrowed Hostility. Yeah, I guess we could have killed him last turn. Well. still. But I knew what his cards were. And I knew that he wasn't going to be able to stop us. All right, so, I mean, that game wasn't super representative because he did mulligan to 5. He doesn't... I mean, I don't hate having certain death against him, because he does have... I mean, certain death doesn't really deal with the problem that Deep Fiend presents. You know, like, Drownyard Behemoth is better at dealing with that problem, because he taps some guys, you sacrifice one of them, you've got a blocker for his big guy. Like, Spontaneous Mutation is better than Certain Death against Elder Deep Fiend, probably. I think our deck is fine this way, because I just don't want to bring in the Black Splash, and certainly don't want these Fog Walkers. Try to play a little tighter this game. Like, I don't like missing that lethal, and probably should have just been rummaging more. But again, it's hard to tell. I mean, I guess even if you do downgrade a card, it's okay because you get to rummage the next turn. You know, get rid of, even if you drew the worst card in your deck, you get to get rid of that. This is not going to work. God, all these cards work so well together. This is just not going to work, though. Just the one land. No. Well, we got lands and Thermo Alchemist. Don't need Mountain. I don't love our chances this game. Mulled to 6 into a pretty medium hand. Borrowed Hostility at least lets our Thermo Alchemist like fight something too. So as long as we have a target for it, that's good. And he is not super aggressive, obviously. Okay, I mean, we just need to draw an island and, you know, we're in good shape to not die to most of the stuff that he can do here. That is not an island. We can't really cast any of the cards in our hand. That's unfortunate. I slightly want that mountain now because that would turn on Borrowed Hostility and Geistfield Scarecrow. Alright, taking 3. Oh boy. Well, I mean, at least we can go for the block a 2-power guy, Borrowed Hostility play. It may or may not work out. We didn't see any pump spells from him last game, but the fact that he has Silverfur Partisan in his deck, okay, so he's just transforming that guy. That's fine. I mean, that's bad, but no blocks. Shoot. Well, what do we even do here, man? I can't just keep taking 7. I guess I 2-for-1 myself here. I mean, then that leads to me starting to take 6, but I just need to do something, basically. And if I am able to cast the Scarecrow next turn, I'm not able to make this particular play. Okay, alright. I mean, that is exactly what we needed. Scarecrow comes into play. I'm not going to wait to have Jace's Scrutiny up to block the Predator, because, I mean, that gives him another 2/2 as well, and we have to take the 4. The Silverfur Partisan itself is just not that scary. We just need to draw any creature. Like, a 2/2 is not going to kill us. But it is surprising that he has not had pump spells and he's playing Silverfur Partisan. Alright, Dire Spine is good. I think we'll probably just the wind it first, and then toss a spontaneous mutation on it at the end of his turn. It's tough. We really need a sorcery in order to get Delirium. We've got instant, artifact, and creature. Yeah, Ingenious Gob is good. But he can't recast the Dire Swine this turn, so that's something. I don't think I can cast a Spontaneous Mutation on the Scob because I really need it for that Dire Swine. And we do have 2 more, but the Swine is just going to kill us basically instantly. Yeah, so here I get to Alchemist Greeting the Scob. Good. And then we've got a removal spell in hand for the Swine. And then we just really need any creature in order to block this 2/2. Sure. And we do get to scour the laboratory on our turn, which is pretty exciting. Except that if we don't draw an island, we're just pretty much dead. So I'm going to do that. It's painful to not cast the Scour, but I can't take all of that damage. I'm going to go ahead and Jace's Scrutiny here, even though it's only gaining us 1 life. Because I do want to draw some cards. Which we are about to do. Ugh, gross. That is fine. Okay, good. So we get to Scour. And then we get to Spontaneous Mutation, it's huge guy. More stuff. Jeez. That's quite a turn. Well, we're not getting out of this without scouring. Boy, and we are going to 2. Oh boy. We're actually going to 1. Wait, no. We're going to 2. We have 6 cards in our graveyard. I mean, if he just doesn't have anything else, then we might be able to stabilize, but we are absolutely on the back foot. I mean, I don't really know what we're going to do about this Stitchwing. I guess we're just dead to this Stitchwing. We have no answer to it at all. Boy. I mean, these Spontaneous Mutations are good. Like, I have to play them, I think. Because how else would we answer Nephalia and Moondrakes? But his Emerge guys... Okay, well, he's got us. He's definitely got us. These cards are not going to do it there. Well, shoot, maybe I do bring in the Black Splash. Like, our Spontaneous Mutations are fine. But between the Evolution and multiple Emerge guys... So I'm going to bring in just the Certain Death. I don't really want the Ghoul Steed, I don't think. And then maybe we take out one Spontaneous Mutation for it. I don't love it. I do not love it. But he's just got too many gigantic guys. And the emerging mechanic just makes... The amount of emerge he has makes these Spontaneous Mutations just much less effective. I mean, that might be wrong. I don't know, we'll run it. I mean, Geistfield Scarecrow is worse. Because he does have the naturalized emerge guy. So is Corrupted Graphstone. Let's take that out. There's no reason to lose that to a guy. Yeah, we'll just keep the Spontaneous Mutations. I mean, yes, he gets, like, he 2-for-1s us, but it also just keeps us from dying to his pretty gross giant stuff. Well, we certainly can't keep this. Alright. That's fine. I'm gonna keep this. We have Enlightened Maniac. We just need to draw one land of any type. And then we might be able to just beat him down pretty quickly. Gnarlwood Dryad, huh? Well, that should make our Savage Alliance pretty strong. Again, we have to draw a land in order for that to happen, which, I mean, putting the Behemoth on top, certainly awkward. Our bonus deck is good. Okay, we are in business. He's got a Rattle Chains. Well, we can take some damage. You know, he might even cast another 1 toughness creature. Like, what if he casts a Niblis of whatever here? Like, that would be nuts. He's not going to cast another 1 toughness creature. We didn't really see any, but yeah, the 3-for-1 is too much to pass up. I'm going to take the 3 damage, and then I'm going to Savage Alliance's board away. Well, yeah, I'm just not strong enough to pass up the 3-for-1. Doing this to play around any pump spells because we didn't see any, but I mean, just the fact. I mean, he could. We're probably not getting any more value out of the Savage Alliance. And the fact that he has the guy that makes 2/2 tokens when you target it makes it, yeah, slower for a partisan. Like, that just makes it so much more likely that he has pump spells in his deck. I'm going to cast the Outcast here. That's fine. I mean, we're now in a spot where we're really counting on this Giant Yard Behemoth to be our, like, win condition for the game, I guess. But that's not a, you know, it's not a terrible spot to be, obviously. It's just, he has, I guess none of his threats really outsize the Giant Yard Behemoth. So we're in okay shape. You know, he's low. He's got 2 cards in hand. We've got 2 cards in hand, and our cards are pretty good. So, yeah, I guess I'll play this land. So we're going to hope to ambush that. He's probably not going to let us. I think our opponent is pretty competent. I'm more than willing to trade here. Well, we've got nothing. Sort of. I guess you never saw this, right? If we just, if we get to eat his guy. Yeah, that's really good. Watcher, that is fine. I don't think we can drag that under. Maybe we do. Yeah, we do. Like, we need to draw the card and okay. Well, spontaneous mutations aren't a great combo with Drownyard Behemoth. Yeah, I guess saving the drag under would be good. Okay, Thermal Alchemist is fine. We don't need to... I mean, his swine cannot get through our Drownyard Behemoth. And so I'm fine with the board locking up if I've got Thermal Alchemist in play. Yeah. These random dudes. I mean, Keswick Darswine is slightly better than a random dude, but on this board... Like, he's got a Watcher in the Web in hand. I don't... Like, his hand is just not very scary to me. Grapple is really good. Okay, but he didn't hit anything scary. So he returned to Somberwald Stag. That's fine, because it actually can't kill our Thermal Alchemist through spontaneous mutation. I'm willing to eat the Woodland Patrol here. Or at least try. I have plenty of spontaneous mutations to mess up whatever he's doing. Yeah, let's minimize the damage to me. We were gonna cast a mutation on that eventually. It kind of sucks that we don't like 100% have to, and now he can get a merge value out of it, but I'd rather not take all that damage. Have a fight target creature. We will get it. Yeah, that's worth getting. Yeah, I'd rather have an 0-3 and me have a 5-7 than neither of us have either of these guys and I have an extra spontaneous mutation in hand. Like, I just have plenty of spontaneous mutations. So... and a damage. And now we get to attack with Drownyard Behemoth. Boy, that's a lot of damage. So that's 8 damage. I mean, I might not get another chance to play the Borrowed Hostility for when I'm attacking through for damage. I'm not. I don't really want to just use it as a Lava Spike. I guess it's a 4 damage Lava Spike. It's a Boros Charm, but eh. Advanced Stitchwing, sure. Well, that is a pretty good card. Not the greatest set of draws of all time, but that's fine. Yeah, I guess if we had done the Borrowed Hostility there. Okay, so he's emerging or Eldritch Evolutioning. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Definitely pretty gnarly. I just couldn't cut. I don't think I could cut all of the spontaneous mutations from our deck. Like, we'd just have been dead to that Dire Swine long ago. But it is pretty gross. I'm gonna spontaneous mutation here. Just for the... I mean, it's better on one of his big guys, but my Behemoth is sort of shutting down his big guys. I can chump block them with Drown Yard Explorers. Okay. Yeah, he'd just be dead if I had hit him with that Borrowed Hostility. Ugh. Oh man, God. It of the Horde Swarm. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a tight one. He doesn't have any flyers though, so if we can survive this turn, his next turn, I mean. Boy. Yeah, I mean, blocking those Dire Swine here is more life gain total than the Explorers are likely to give us otherwise. Because we really only need one turn. If we just attack with this Stitchwing Scob, then we're in good shape. Oh, that did it, right? I mean, unless he's got something, but that doesn't seem very likely at this point. You know, he's had plenty of opportunities to cast, you know, removal spell, like Rabid Bite, anything like that. All right. I mean, Rabid Bite's a sorcery, but Clear Shot or whatever. Cool, we did it. We're going on to the finals with this very medium deck. Like, we've played against a couple of pretty impressive decks, including, like, this Emerge deck made our Spontaneous Mutations very, very unfortunate cards to be playing and relying on. But yeah, we're doing it. I'll see you guys in round 3.